Well, this is going to be a short debunking video regarding this post going around in Facebook with the title, How to Legally Decline a Vaccine. Now, I have made several videos on vaccine and did go into a lot more details, including FDA standards. Link would be down in description. So there is no real point of repeating all those. Instead, I will just simply address the steps this card mentions. Step 1. Do not refuse a vaccine. Otherwise, you will be considered belligerent. Instead, you can politely decline the service by doing the following. Now, as English is not even my second language, maybe a native speaker can explain this one to me. Isn't declining the same as refusing in this context? Personally, I would have used desist or maybe repel. It would sound funny. So first step, well, what it really saying is, refuse after asking the following questions. Okay, moving on. Step 2. Ask the doctor, does the vaccine have MRC5 in it? They all do. These are aborted fetal cells and other DNA. If the vaccine contains MRC5, you have the right to decline. Now, can I be a bit pedantic? If all vaccines have MRC5, as it points out with all cap and bold, then isn't the sentence, if the vaccine contains MRC5, badly written? It should really say, as the vaccine, instead of if the vaccine. My English teacher would be so proud. First, does all vaccine have MRC5? Well, the easy answer is no, even without being pedantic. Well, what is this MRC5? And what is this deal with aborted fetal cells? Well, fetal cell lines have been used in the manufacture of viruses since 1930s. One of the first medical applications of fetal tissues was their use in the production of the first polio vaccines. Many other vaccines, including those for chickenpox and rubella, are made from fetal tissues of two pregnancies terminated in the 1960s for reasons unrelated to vaccine development. Descendants of these fibroblast cells from these fetuses have been growing in labs ever since as the WI38 and MRC5 cell lines. They are still used to grow vaccine viruses today. As of March 2017, at least 300 million vaccines have been given that were made using the WI38 line alone. Now, instead of listing vaccines without either of this, can I just point out the very simple fact that the father of vaccination, Edward Jenner, started this journey and created the first vaccine in 1796 by using cowpox material to create immunity to smallpox? So that easily disproves that not only all vaccines have fetal tissues, furthermore, even the ones having fetal tissue can have WI38 instead. When these smart people go to doctor and ask if it has MRC5, isn't it cute when they try to use science? Anyway, and the doctor honestly replies, no, it has WI38. This lot wouldn't have a clue. Bloody moron. Final step 3. Also ask, is there a possibility of a iatrogenic reaction, an adverse reaction caused by multiple compounds or drugs interacting with each other from the vaccine? They all do. When the doctor says, yes it does, that is your get out of vaccine free card. Thank the doctor for their offer and walk away. Well, I'm not sure how to feel. I feel sad for these people, but also annoyed at their stupidity. And for the person who drafted this image, well, first I thought that person was also stupid. Now I think he or she is evil. This is why. When we use a term, it will be understood as what it really means in that field and not what you think it means. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Well, to start with, iatrogenic is not a medical term. It is actually iatrogenic and spelled with an I. My guess is whoever copied it read the uppercase I as a lowercase l. The only other reference I could find with that word is from one article by John J. Massarelli back in 1980, and I'm pretty sure that was a typo as well. So after that monumental stupidity, what does iatrogenic means? Glad you asked. Iatrogenesis is the causation of a disease, a harmful complication, or other ill effect by any medical activity, including diagnosis, intervention, error, or negligence. First used in this sense in 1924, the term was introduced to sociology in 1976 by Ivan Illich. Definition provided by the image only specifies one of the reasons. Now, I'm from a family where everyone else is a doctor. I grew up around other doctors, and no, that does not make me a doctor. My point is, all the people I knew, well, they were people. Like every single one of us, they also have their ups and downs. From genuine mistakes to negligence, mistakes can happen. Every medical procedure has a chance of going wrong. Now, in most cases, it is a very, very small percentage, but there is a chance. Suppose I go to the dentist because of toothache and needs to be taken out. At that point, if I'm being a swarmy ass and ask my dentist the same question, can this procedure have a iatrogenic reaction? Make sure not to say latrogenic, else they would think you're a bigger fool. Hell yes it can. After the tooth taken out, I can do stupid stuff to get the gum infected. So what is the point? This step 3 can be made so much easier by asking either, will this procedure be performed by a living being? And if so, that is your get out of vaccine free card. How about, is there a shot involved? If so, walk away. Bloody morons. Finally, the last paragraph talking about Hippocratic Oath. Okay. It is one of the oldest binding documents in history, written by Greek physician Hippocrates of Kos, who is also known as the father of Western medicine, back in 5th and 3rd centuries BC. The original translation starts as, I swear by Apollo physician and Asclepius and Hygeus and Panacea and all the gods and goddesses, making them my witness that I will fulfill according to my ability and judgment this oath and this covenant. Obviously, we made some changes to fit our current world, where Panacea is no longer revered. Such a pity, I kind of like her. I find it funny how religious people jump to this oath without knowing the original text. Anyway, I also find it funny how this image confirms that because they have sworn the oath, they must honor it. Was there a class that I missed? Since when did it become a must instead of a should? To clarify, I'm just pointing out the fact that taking an oath doesn't equate to honoring it. How many people do you think have been in a court and sworn upon a holy book that what they're about to say is absolute truth? And I'm sure the smart one always had their fingers crossed. Please do not share this kind of stupid image with people you care about. But do feel free to send it to me, it gives me materials. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. In that case, can I please ask you to leave a like? It only takes a second. If you can also subscribe, that would help me out a lot and would be thoroughly appreciated. Have a safe day. Signing off.
Try.